What's up, Janelle?
Hey, Francie.
How is it going?
It is. It'll be going great if we could finally get this shit together.
No, this should be the most simplest recording that we have done in a really long time. And we're having all types of issues.
All types of issues, but
Why am I here? Why am I here recording on a Friday night at now 11 o'clock p.m.?
well, you could blame Kim Kardashian for that, and we'll get to why.
Okay, that
so,
makes sense. I like that.
so, so basically, what we have come to realize is that a lot of times after we record an episode, something that we've talked about will continue. There will be updates, or the day after we record, something new will happen in the story. And it's like, well, damn, now we got to wait 2 more weeks to talk about that thing that we talked about on the last
Mhm.
episode. So, we're creating a new segment that we're calling And Another Thing. It'll be an audio only segment. It'll be quick bites where we just kind of talk about updates as they happen based on episodes that we've previously recorded.
Right,
So,
makes sense.
with that, on episode 57, Say No More, we talked about Skims and their new men's campaign and their new nipple bra and all of that kind of stuff. And then we hung up our headphones on our mics, and then so much more has happened
Happened
in the world of
since that
Skims.
conversation.
Exactly.
Right. And it felt like every single day since we recorded that episode, I was texting you or you were texting or DMing me. And I said, I don't want the conversation in there. And you were like, nah, we got to talk. We got to double back and talk about this. Double back Coco Jones.
Right.
So here we are. Okay. So I said something on the last episode where I feel like now I want to retract my statement.
Okay. What are we retracting?
I said that Skims or this campaign for the draws was like the target market or the target audience was for either gay men or women that got a man. And the reason why I'm retracting that statement is because the very next day after I said that, it was announced that Skims is the official partner, undergarment partner for the NBA and WNBA
And U.S. basketball.
and US basketball. Yeah. And then also JP, he was like, yeah, it was him. He said he was listening to the Joe Budden podcast, and it was like somebody said, "I'm buying these draws," and I said, "Well, that may eliminate my theory, and clearly something's working because
Yeah. Well, let's talk about the numbers. Clearly something is working because the men's drop broke, apparently, quote unquote, broke the Skims website traffic records. They received 25,000 orders within the first 5 minutes of launch, translating to millions of dollars in sales in minutes. That's
that
a quote
is
pulled from TMZ.
insane. What about this line? What about either this line or this campaign made it do this? I thought it was going to be so much skepticism, or people was going to be like, oh, cool, nice drop, whatever. Like, we see things like this all the time, but it seems like it was overhyped, or I was underwhelmed.
I don't know. I mean, maybe it's the Kim Kardashian effect of it all. Honestly, like,
So, was it the Kim Kardashian effect of it all, or was it the execution of the campaign? Like, who they chose, how they delivered it, the strategy?
I mean, but it was
Is
a
it just as
fairly
simple as
it was
Kim?
yeah, I thought it was a pretty simple execution, right? Like we're gonna get three athletes, three male athletes, put them in put them in the draws, break the internet. It was a pretty simple equation. I think timing wise, obviously, to time that with the announcement of the partnership. And
Yeah.
again, it's not only an NBA partnership, it's WNBA and US basketball. But apparently, this has been in the works for the past 6 months, I believe I
Oh
read.
wow.
And this was something that Skims
So the
approached the
product
NBA.
hadn't even. Oh wait. So the product hadn't even dropped yet. They didn't know what it was going to do in the market. I mean, Like there
Yeah.
was no customers to say like, "Oh, this is a really great product." There was none of that, and they had inked a deal with the NBA, WNBA, and U.S. basketball.
That's what it sounds like.
Okay, I say that that's very much power of the celebrity.
Hmm.
Um, I just didn't see this much success coming this fast for Skims back when the whole controversy around her calling it kimono happened. I thought like it was going to be a wash.
I did too. And admittedly, I forgot about that whole controversy, but I think that it's not like this was a complete it wasn't a line launch. This was not the first time we had heard the name Skims, and it's like, okay,
Right,
why is this
right,
new?
right, right.
She has now a track record in this industry for putting out quality essentials that women or
Hmm.
well, have been purchasing. Um, so I mean, I think it was only a matter of time before she started creating male centric products. Um, and I think a partnership with the NBA is exactly what she needed to gain the traction in that market that she has. Because to your
Hmm.
earlier point
Hmm.
on the episode, until you saw this partnership, you were like, this isn't for me. Or,
Right, right.
you know what I
I don't
mean?
see this going where it has clearly gone at this point. Um. Okay, so would you call Kim at this point a marketing genius?
Yeah, yeah, I would have called her that before this point. I mean, like, my personal opinions about her aside, right? Like, I my personal opinions about her aside and how she has gotten to where she is and all
Yeah.
of that kind of stuff, like the numbers don't lie. You know what I mean? Like between Skims, keeping up with the Kardashian, all her other products, like she
Yeah.
hasn't really failed yet. And as much as people you know, talk about her and like the ethics of buying her products and this, that, and the third, they sell out every time. So
I mean, yeah, attorney Kim Kardashian has done it again. I have to say, she
not
continues to
Kim Kardashian, attorney at law.
at law. She is like I don't know. I'm like I try to always go back to like what is it that worked? Is it the product? Does she have like a really innovative product that's like everybody needs it? If you don't have it, but no, it's essential. It's basics. You can get basics from anywhere. There's so many brands, black brands. Fenty does basics, and then I'm like, is it the digital presence? Did she like market it appropriately across social, or like does she really understand the target market? And I'm like, none of those things exist. It really is. I mean, they exist in their own right, just like they would anywhere else. But
Hmm.
it really is the power of the celebrity that in this case, I feel.
But I do think that the product is a quality product too. Like I think that that's really where what put her over the edge. Like everybody was like, okay, Kardashian is dropping draws, but then people were like, no, but have you seen like the product is actually quality? And I think people started buying the
Yeah,
product in
yeah.
spite of the Kim Kardashian of it all, not because
Hmm.
of Kim Kardashian.
No, no. Yes, I get what you're saying, but if it was not Kim Kardashian's product, it would not have the visibility to be like, oh, I'm gonna. You know what I mean? It
Yeah, but
still
I
is
don't.
that Kim Kardashian effect that makes it like be on your world star. Where otherwise, if it was just some,
I'm.
you know what I'm trying to say? Like
I
I
get what
feel
you're
like
trying
you
to say,
can't
but that's from a.
disassociate the Kim K part of it.
I'm not trying to disassociate that part of it. I think that from a marketing perspective, like yeah, like of course they're gonna plaster her face all over it because everything that she sells turns to gold. But I'm talking about the
Hmm.
people I know who buy Skims aren't buying it because they're so pressed to wear Kim Kardashian draws. It's because it was a quality product.
Right. I guess I get what you're saying.
Do you? I don't know. You seem like you're not
No,
really
I do.
rolling.
I feel like I feel like both things that we're saying is true.
Yeah. Okay, I can agree to that.
Yeah.
But that's not where the news around Skims ends,
See,
because I
this is
believe
why
it
it keeps
was
getting crazy for me.
yesterday a partnership with Swarovski was announced.
Hmm.
Um, and
And what the
now,
hell kind of partnership can Skims have with bedazzled jewels? Like, come on
what do you
now.
mean? You don't want bedazzled drawers and bras? What's wrong with that?
Oh, not on basics.
Well, they're not so basic anymore.
This is crazy to me. Like, come on now. Come on. It's because Kim Kardashian's brand wants to partner with us. Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yes, and this is not going to be the last collab that we see from her in Skims. Probably in the next 2 weeks. They're on a roll right now, and every brand seems to want a piece of the
Yeah.
action.
Yeah. We'll
So they're
see.
about to
I think this is going to
Skims
be
is about to be
exciting
the
to
next
actually watch.
Supreme. Weekly drops.
Are you calling it here and now?
Skims is the next Supreme. Yeah, mark it. I said it.
I mean, she is, like you were talking about that tree that branches off of Kanye. She
Yikes.
does, like, whether you want to admit it or not, like as far as like the initiative, the art, the way they move.
I mean, even the color scheme when she first dropped, it was given very much
Yeah.
Yeezy season
Yeah.
2. Damn.
Yep.
Hate to give him credit for
I know, but you have
anything,
to.
but
Yeah.
so then you've changed your mind about who this campaign is for. Have you changed your mind about wearing the product though?
uh I am not I'm not changing my mind.
Okay.
I would say if they were gifted, I would probably try them. Like I said before,
Hmm.
I don't see myself going out my way to go online and purchase any Skims.
Okay.
But this is because we're having this conversation and all this has happened. It does make me curious, and maybe that's
And that's how she
how
got
it's
me.
how it. Yeah.
I was like, well, what's everybody talking about? Hold on a second. What am I missing out on? And then I was like, oh.
Everybody's wearing Skims. Ain't that what Cardi B said in hers?
Oh yeah,
That's
we
that's
did we even
that's
talk
the
about Cardi
campaign.
B?
Yeah, I think
Oh,
we
we did.
mentioned her
Okay,
last.
okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, listen, as annoying as that family has been and
Mm,
can be, the 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 machine behind them from a marketing perspective, and I guess we can name that machine Chris
yeah.
Kardashian or
Yep. You
whatever.
do have to also give Chris her just due
Yeah. I
because
mean, who
I know we mentioned Kanye, but we can't mention
I mean,
Kanye
I think the
and
only
not mention
flop in
Chris.
that whole family has been Rob Kardashian's sock line. And that probably flopped for
Yeah.
other reasons. You know what I mean?
Right.
But that's
Right.
literally
Right.
the only flop in the family.
Wow. Yeah. So, are you giving Skims going with your black ads?
Now that's a bit much. Well, let's not get carried away. That would be nuts. We're not doing that.
Oh my God. I needed that one. I thought I was going to get you all entangled.
Whoa, whoa,
But
whoa.
wait
Don't
to
don't trying to get me caught up. Absolutely not.
that's a bit much.
Yeah.
I mean, she got black people in the campaign.
Don't get me see now you're gonna have me reckoning in my mind with like should I burn all my Skims? No, I can't do that. Don't make me mad,
Oh my
Bronzy.
God.
Do not make me upset.
All right.
I'm
I
already
mean,
giving Kim way more than I had ever
ever anticipated giving her.
anticipated giving her.
I know. Amadi's a fan of hers now, and I'm like, maybe he saw something before I did, but I'm starting to see that she has something going. She has something going. Like
You,
she's able to capitalize. Like I like the way she moves.
yeah. I'm like, it's really hard. It's the same way I kind of feel about Tyler Perry and his product. It's just like,
Mhm.
like
How are we going
I
here?
don't know, because I'm always gonna take it. I'm always gonna find a way to take a shot at Tyler Perry. But this is actually bigging up Tyler Perry because as
Yeah.
much as like I don't like the product, I like the way he moves as a businessman. And I feel like it's kind of a bit
Mhm.
objective. Like objectively, how can you not respect it? It's kind of how I feel
Oh,
about
yeah.
Kim. It's just like,
Right.
the not the politics of it, but like, the social commentary of it. Like
Yes.
how can you not respect the how she moves as an entrepreneur? But who I will say that I unabashedly do see it for in that family is Northwest.
Oh, of course. I mean, come on now.
Did you see she's on the cover of ID magazine, and I think they did an interview with her. And
No.
oh, you have to go read this interview because that is Kanye's child. They asked her, "Who's your style and icon?" And she was like, me."
No way.
Yes, she did. But
Okay.
I
That's
keep
the
seeing these
first thing on
like
my list.
clips from. I don't watch the Kardashian show on. I think they have like the show on Hulu now.
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
apparently, North be giving Kim hell.
She does. I saw that clip too. Amadi watches it, so sometimes I get glimpses.
Hmm.
She don't take nothing from Kim. I think that's the way to put it. She puts Kim through the ringer.
Yeah, and so sometimes you just got to be humbled, and if if your kids can't do that for
And
you,
that's
then
what
like
North is here to do for her.
exactly,
She
exactly.
like, I don't care. I don't care how much money you got or who anybody else thinks you are.
Yeah, they asked her something about like Kim's work ethic or something like that, and
She's
she
like,
was
what she
like,
do?
"What does she do?"
Like, oh,
So
I think it's good. Like, whatever.
yeah, but yeah, so I guess those are our extra thoughts on Skims.
Yeah, let us know what y'all think because I'm curious about what people outside of the world think. I mean, I can see in the comments um, on the Skim campaigns, but I want to know what our listeners think. So let us
Yeah,
know.
yeah. Are we?
All right, y'all.
Am I wilding for buying Skims? Is Broncy wilding for not wanting to buy Skims? I don't know. Let us know.
Are y'all buying Skims? That's what I want to know. Probably so. All right. Well, that wraps this segment of And Another Thing,
And another thing.
all about Skims. But make sure y'all watch last week's episode. And as always, please like, subscribe, and follow at With Your Black Ads pretty much everywhere. And until next time, see y'all.
Bye.
That's what the fuck I'm talking about. God, that's what I'm talking about. It was so black ass. It was black ass.